What's up, folks? This is the McDojo Chronicles. All right. Now, I bet all my subscribers and everybody that watches this channel is wondering, where is the deep voice? Well, starting today, I will no longer be using that deep voice. Now, many of y'all might be wondering why I use that deep voice. And the reason why I use that deep voice, it was the format of the channel that me and a few other people decided to do. Now, what we decided to do, you know how people go on, how they be on TV and they be like blurred out with the dark little set on them, then but they had the voice change. That's what I was doing to give that effect to the channel. But I'm kind of tired of doing that. It makes the videos take a little bit longer. And I'm just really tired of doing that. I really don't have anything to hide. That was just a format that I decided to do, but I mean, I've been on here for a while, and I'm tired of it. So that's the reason for the deep voice, and you will not hear it again. You will hear my natural voice. Um, a friend of mine, Liquid Cadmus Santiago, he said that my natural voice is more charismatic. But anyway, now I got that out the way. Um, this video was about what good did I get out of the McDojo. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I did do a podcast with Liquid Cadmus, Sakan Lamb, and Sergio from Practical Combat Martial Arts. All right, the other night, and I got a question from Sakan, and he asked me what good did I get out of going to the McDojo, and I gave him an answer, but I felt compelled to do a video about it, and the good that I got out of it is that I got to be active again, kind of to live my youth, my 20s, as if anybody knows. If whenever I download a podcast, you know that I started martial arts in my early to mid 30s and everything. Um, but I got to meet a lot of good people, a lot of honest people that really want to learn the martial arts. Even though we was getting duped, I did meet a lot of good people. I met a good friend, my 6'6" friend, um, but also I got to learn the basics. Excuse me. Even though that I was at a McDojo, I did have a good time for a little while before I found out it was a McDojo. But like I said, I learned the basics. I learned that I can still hang with the younger cats. Um, I really appreciate uh, the assistant instructor that was there. I appreciate the sparring, which you know got me used to fighting, and got me used to seeing things in slow motion and everything. Even though I was not technically sound, you know, I it got me into the martial arts, you know, and it was a good time. It was a good time for about a year and a half, and everything, and until everything start going sour, until I start figuring everything out, and until I start connecting all the dots and doing my research on everything. But a McDojo is not for a serious martial artist. It's for people that just want to have fun, and me and my wife, my nephew, we wanted to be serious martial artists. But you know, that is just how it is. That's how things fall in place. You put your trust in people, and it goes good for a while, but then you find out that things it's not what it seems and everything. But um, I'm not gonna take anything away from my experience, even though I get upset when I like upload the videos that we recorded so many years ago. But I do appreciate the experience. You know, I was living in Texas at that time. We didn't have a lot of friends down there because we didn't know anybody. But my wife's sister and her kids and the husband and everything, and that got us to go out and meet people, become friends with people, and that was good. And it was good. It got me to martial arts. Um, I'm all right. I'm not saying I'm a pure martial artist, but I do believe that I am a martial artist, but not to the not to the highest degree. I believe that the head instructor did know what he was doing at times, but he did not have his full heart into it because he was trained up. He did do competitions himself, but just because somebody knows what they're doing does not mean that it translates into being a good teacher, or it does not mean that they have a true heart for teaching. It's just that they know what they know this art, and they want to make money off of it, but they don't really care about teaching it thoroughly. They don't really care about that, you know. But I have fun, you know. I excel pretty fast there. Me and my wife, we excelled pretty fast there, and we became the top students, which kind of blew our heads up. But once we found out it was a McDojo, we mellowed out and everything. But it was a good experience all in all, until it wasn't. Um, we even got the we even started riding bikes 15 miles and everything, and we had our we had our hand mitts, and we had our little kick pads and everything at home. We had our standing kick and punching bag and everything, and we would practice at home. Practice our kicks and our punches and everything. And I mean, like we'll probably do like 100 kicks or punches a day and everything. Even though we lack footwork training, but it got us active and it got us in shape. It got us feeling like we was badasses. But I'm in all bad experiences, you can you know find the good out of it. You know, and the good that it got me into it, and now I'm looking forward to the future. Even though I'm at the age of 40, um, I'm in all right shape. I got injuries going on with me, and I probably will never compete. You know, I will probably never be able to do anything that's like full out hard, like straight 100% contact and everything because of the injuries that I have incurred during my life. Um, Being in the military, playing sports and everything, because people that's my age, around 40, a lot of the old injuries from when you was in your younger days, they kind of come back and sneak up on you and everything. And I probably won't be able to be doing all that jumping around and you know like I used to do, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna go back to my assistant instructor. My assistant instructor, I personally wish that he was the main instructor because he when he ran the class, which was rarely, he worked on our footwork. And when we used to come into the dojo before class, he would work on our footwork. He would work on our dodging punches. He would do exercises with us that would where we couldn't do any offense, but we just do straight defense. Where he would do the offense on us, And it's a lot of times that him and the head instructor disagreed on things, but they was good friends. So the head instructor, he just did what he wanted to do. Cause like one time the head instructor wanted us to spar with the screamer sticks, and the assistant instructor said we're not ready. Which I know we weren't ready, because if 90% of us there, or not just 90%, if I say if 75% of us there, couldn't spar well, how you expect us to spar with weapons if we can't even spar with our feet and hands? If we had no footwork training and everything. But I appreciate the assistant instructor. I appreciate my 6'6" friend. This is the other guy. He was 6'4", 6'4", and it got me used to sparring against people that's twice my size. And like I said, I'm only 5'8", so I'm sparring people that's almost a foot taller than me. People that was almost 100 pounds more than me, because at that time I was 147, but now I'm back at my natural weight at about 170, 175. But it got me used to going against taller people, learning how to, kind of gauge my range and everything, and you know, and I like to give a shout out to my 6'6" friend, because me and him was the one who decided to start sparring before class and everything, to get that experience in. And then my wife came in and my nephew came in. I mean, my wife was already there, but she started doing the sparring before class. And my nephew, when he stayed with us, he started sparring with us before class. And another very talented young man that really he really tested my endurance and my stamina, and he was really good. And if he ever go to a legit place, he's gonna be a badass. And I really enjoyed seeing the children, especially the children that progressed, the children that had a heart for it. You know, the experience was good until it wasn't. You know, it was good until it wasn't. But like I said, if you was serious martial artist, a McDojo place is not for you. If you just want to, learn the basics with minimal technique and everything, and just have fun a little bit, if you're not like that serious about learning the martial arts, that's the place for you. I know we expose a certain McDojo and McDojos, but that's for people who really want to know the stuff. But you can have a good time. You can take good things from there. You know, and and Sakan had me to think about that. It was alright. It was alright. I mean, I watch my videos and see how sucky I look. You know what I'm saying? But I was one of the harder kickers there, and that's probably why they was more on me um, when my kicks got little loud and stuff. 'Cause I'm kind of heavy-handed and heavy-legged and everything, and I would kind of hurt people through their hogu and everything. But in all, it was a good experience. Um, it brought me and my wife closer. We used to try to spar each other in front of our families and everything, and it brought my nephew's confidence up. Him being a troubled youth and everything, when we brought him in there, and it helped him out a lot. And you know, those are things I can take away from there. But it's a time where you have to move on, especially when you want to excel at things. When you remain stagnant, that's not good. That's really not good. But I appreciate the experience again. I don't appreciate being duped, but I appreciate the experience. I appreciate the friends that I made. there, and a lot of them probably gonna be against me because I know a lot of them probably know about this channel, and they probably upset at me about this channel, but I have to do it. You know, I have to do it, and hopefully that a lot of them that seen this channel that they saw what I was talking about, and they moved on to become serious martial artists, because it's really not fair that people that really want to learn to come in and get duped by a wolf in sheep clothing. So that's the good I got out of the McDojo. I know a lot of people don't like that word, but it is what it is. It's watered down martial arts. It's type of martial arts that they don't teach you the technique that you need to know to defend yourself on the streets, but you do have fun, but it's not sufficient for the serious person. So, that's the good that I got out of it, you know. Getting myself back in shape the best that I can, meet new people, learning the basics of the martial arts, getting some sparring in, because I really love sparring, and just doing what I love to do, you know. Um, I ain't saying I like to fight in the streets and everything, but I like the combat sports, and I just I just wanted to learn how to defend myself and my family better, and that's the reason why I went in. I know my first love is boxing, and I probably should have searched that out first, but that's what I found, and I appreciate it because I do know how to do basic kicks, roundhouses, front push kicks, side kicks, hook kicks, crescent kicks, and stuff like that. Maybe not as good as I used to because I haven't done it in a while, and I need to stretch to get back to that. But all in all, it's a good experience. All in all, I got to do this channel that I'm doing now to expose McDojos for the serious martial artists. I know a lot of people think that the videos I'm putting out is not McDojos, but it is. It is. But I'm going ahead and end this video. Those are the good things that I got from being at the McDojo. And also, the main before I end this, the main good thing that I got out of it, that I now know what a McDojo is. So if I ever, me and my wife ever go into another place, we would know that it is a McDojo, whether it's a McDojo or not. And that's the number one thing. And I didn't mention that on the podcast, but that's the number one thing, good thing that I learned. All right. I learned that every martial arts school or boxing school or combat sports school is not a serious school. I learned that every school, um, I'm sorry. I learned that a lot of the schools is just about the money, and not about really teaching what they know. Just because you're at a McDojo doesn't mean the teacher doesn't know what they're doing. It's just that they're not teaching you to their full capacity, and they're not giving you what they promised you. You know, but I can't. I think that I would never take that away. But it was time to move on. So everybody that subscribe to me or watch my channel, if y'all never heard of Liquid Cadmus, Sakan Lamb, or Sergio from Practical Combat Sports, I will leave their links in the description, or you can check them out on the favorite channels on my page and everything, and go ahead and check them out because they are legit and serious martial artists. All right, and go ahead and subscribe to them, check them out, give them some support and everything. And this is the voice that y'all will hear from now on. No more deep voice. Y'all will only hear the natural voice of Onan Kafai. All right, and I will continue to do McDojo videos. I will continue to expose McDojos. I will continue to conversate about different combat sports, events, and topics. And that's what this channel is about. All right. So this is the new beginning for the McDojo Chronicles. All right. So I appreciate all y'all support. You know, all your comments, whether it was negative, whether it was good, whether it was indifferent, whether it was bad or whatever. I appreciate it. I appreciate that I got to do the channel because I got to meet a lot of different people, whether it's through martial arts or through boxing and everything. I got to meet some cool people, and I enjoy this experience. I enjoy putting videos. I enjoy uh, the banter that I have with y'all, even though I have a smaller channel. But it's all good, because this is for the betterment of martial arts or combat sports, so everybody can know that everybody's not serious about teaching you. So, like, that's it. This is the McDojo Chronicles. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Y'all hit that bell icon. Y'all leave me a comment. Y'all show us some love. Show us some support. You know what I'm saying? And also that I got one more video coming out as me sparring as a green belt, and I'm gonna start putting out my blue belt sparring probably in the next 2 weeks. So y'all stay tuned to the McDojo Chronicles. Y'all stay tuned to Combat Sports Talk. Alright, we see you soon. And just say no to the McDojo. Alright, and keep banging.